I'm Shyam Menon, one of the co-founders of Fourth Ambit. Well, in this current context, that seems to be the best introduction. Why am I here? I've been wanting to be here for a while now, but the same old reasons, inertia, lack of time, lack of that great first impact topic which I could talk about. A lot of reasons. So finally, now what made me make this leap? Uh, well, to be frank, if I thought about it, if I want to ever do it, today was the best day. Two reasons for that. Two very different reasons if you look at it, but somewhere they converge. Uh, One is a festival that comes from my home state, God's own country, Kerala. It's called Thrissur Pooram. It's a visual extravaganza, if you want to call it that way. But that's not the reason, because that I'm sure there would be umpteen other such festivals or events that one could showcase. But why Thrissur Pooram? Now, Thrissur is always known as the cultural capital of Kerala. But more importantly, what I believe has mapped Thrissur in the international uh, cultural map, if you want to put it that way, uh, is the fact that Thrissur Puram belongs to Thrissur. This is one festival which has always taken people by surprise, which continues to surprise people in terms of the sheer one is the sheer volume of people that are involved, but more importantly, the kind of energy that comes out of that whole festival, that ground there is amazing. You know, I've seen it in person. I've heard people talk about it. Some of them realize that, some of them don't. They just become a part of it, and Trishur Puram is so much a part of their lives, but they don't realize that. So, what I'm trying to say is, Trishur Puram is an is a typical example of community. How people from different walks of life, people belonging to different religion, caste, creed, different geographical location, people who speak different language, dialects, different cultural backgrounds, all come together under the same umbrella, and the kind of positive energy that they all propagate is amazing, and that we believe is exactly what happens in a community. You know, so this energy that you know gets propagated from the epicenter called Thrissur Puram, that has a very positive ripple effect across Thrissur, the town of Thrissur. And for that same reason, more than calling it a cultural capital, I would call it the community hub, the community's epicenter of Kerala. So, and this concept of community, where individuals get benefited out of community, is the core concept of what we at Fourth Ambit are building towards. And that's where the relevance come in terms of why I thought I should start on this day as far as Thrissur Puram is concerned. So at Fourth Ambit, when we four friends, alumni of Model Engineering College in Cochin, decided to venture out and start something on our own, we believed in this thought that in real life, individuals are benefited with or without their knowledge from the concept called community. So, any community that you are a part of, you knowingly or unknowingly reap benefits out of the same. So, And that's the core thought based on which we have built our platform till date and would be doing it further going forward. So, and yes, of course, the fact that we four came from the same college, we're classmates, all that, of course, added value to it, added meat to it. But this core thought had a lot of simile uh, as far as Thrissur Pooram is concerned. Because end of the day, we believe a community has a meaning when there is a creative, meaningful output for this whole endeavor. Otherwise, they just die out, which is what happens as far as normal, you know, alumni associations are concerned, or any groups that are existing in today's online and offline world. So, what we are trying to do is create a user engaged, a vibrant online community platform where individuals could reap benefits from the community. So community is a core focus, or as we would like to say, our platform is a very user-centric but community-driven platform. And if you look back, that's what happens in real life. Say take our case, for that matter, anyone who joins a school or college. When we joined college in 1996, uh, there was an existing community, a real life community called Fourth Ambit. Model Engineering College. And what we four friends and all our batchmates did was we plugged into that community and leveraged benefits for the next 4 years out of that community and walked out as better, well-rounded, or better individuals. I wouldn't call us as well-rounded, better individuals. So, say right from what we learned in terms of engineering to the softer aspects of life to also more uh, concrete stuff like in terms of, say, take for example our placements. I always believe that none, and which actually I believe is the fact, is that none of the companies that came for campus placements during our era knew even one of my batchmates. They had no idea who we are, what we are, nothing. But still, all these big companies, the Infosys, Wipros, TCS, Mindtrees, Analog Devices, Intels, GEs, all those companies decided to come and hire students from my batch. But why? That's because of a legacy created by our alumni who went outside of college, performed well in the industry, maybe in all these companies, which led to the belief that there is a core community quotient which is acceptable to an Intel or to an Infosys or to a Wipro, because of which they believe that students who graduate from such and such institution would be a good match for what they're looking for. Now, taking a lighter example, uh, during our engineering days, we happened to participate in a intercollegiate fashion show in Cochin. Some of the big names in Cochin, as far as fashion shows are concerned, were participating. And call it luck, I don't know what, we happened to win that particular competition. Yes, a few engineering students from Model Engineering College went on the ramp, went berserk, and came out numero uno. I mean, trust me, we were 10 times more shocked and surprised when they announced our name as the winners. But that's not the point here. The point here was post that every year, or for that matter, every month and every year after that, our college used to get invites from any intercollegiate fashion shows which was held in Kerala or in and around Kerala. So that we believe is because a quotient got built into the minds of people who are in that space, that model engineering college would always send a good fashion show team. When if you really look into the history, that was our first fashion show ever. So this exactly is what we believe happens in real life, where communities, a quotient gets built as far as communities are concerned, and individuals tap into that benefit. So, and that's exactly what we are replicating or trying to replicate onto our online platform. I'm not really getting into the details as to how and things like that, which of course, hopefully, our future versions that we roll out as far as our platform is concerned would convey uh, in a user-friendly manner. So, now coming to the second reason, as to why today. Now, all said and done, this company, Fourth Ambit, the platform, the technology platform that we have built and we are working towards improving. This right now it has a certain shape. It's doing decently well. Few like we have 1100 plus colleges using the same, some big names. But if you go back, rewind 3 or 4 years, there was a time when we had absolutely nothing. You know, just a very basic thought, and Bol Bachchan's or let's keep the plural out. Bol Bachchan and me, who you know tried to push it to few customers, but actually the person who really built it or who really envisioned the platform, who really conceptualized the ideas that we had into a technology driven reality. He is the real reason why we are here. So, as much as I agree that the genesis of Fourth Ambit is the fact that we four friends who were classmates, who understood each other, who complemented each other, all that is true. But if you ask me if you ask me to name one factor which made this whole company a reality, this whole platform a reality, that's my friend. My friend, my classmate, my mentor in many aspects, business partner, and it happens to be his birthday today. So I thought there couldn't be a better day to start this series that I'm planning to continue, focusing on the concept of community, the theme called community, the power of community, and how best would students and young professionals in India and outside could really benefit out of such a platform. And the reason for that is my friend Jikku Jolly. Happy birthday, Jikku. It's your core concept, your architectural brilliance that made our idea into a reality. Thanking you would be a little embarrassing for you, I understand. But I would still like to thank you. And I hope all what we discussed, all what we thought, all what we ideated, all what we dreamt of would soon be a reality. And we would really make communities, our online community platform, the fourth dimension or the fourth ambit of individuals across the world. Once again, wishing you a very, very happy birthday and wishing all of you a very, very happy Thrissur Pooram. Thank you.